Hey up everyone and welcome back to the North. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different to what we usually get up to with our usual antics. Today we are going to be checking out Deep Fringe, which is a game that just came out in early access today. We did check out this game about 7 months ago for the demo and played about it for about an hour. Thanks to the publishers for sending me an early copy of the game just before this came out in early access so I could check it out and get it out there on the day of its release, so big appreciation from you guys there. For people who didn't check out the demo way back when, about 7 or 8 months ago, the best way that I would probably describe Deep Fringe would be sort of a low fantasy biopunk Battle Brothers to an extent in the way that the hexagonal fighting works. You'll see what I mean when we get into it. I think I sort of described the game in the demo as like Battle Brothers meets Terminator. It's that kind of sort of vibe of like a futuristic dystopian sci-fi setting where it's all meat and robots and the flesh is weak. So we're going to be checking out about the first hour of the campaign. It will be a little bit different, I imagine, from the demo that we witnessed last time, so there'll be a few changes, and I'm going to have to relearn the game a little bit, but we'll do that together, and we'll see what there is to offer in the first hour of this game. The publishers did give me a general gist of what the scale is going to be on the development side, so we can go through that as we are going out and checking out the first hour of the game. But let's not mess around too much. Let's get in there. From what I remember, there might be a lot of text to begin with, and I will read it out once again. Incoming encrypted message. Source. Forge Master Flagship Sequencer. Priority Absolute. Channel open. Consecrated One. Our war against the Malcore biomass has reached critical overpressure. The heat in the Gamma sector is spiraling out of control. We must open a flank to vent this pressure. The malformed are devouring the indigenous clusters there. Now those primitives face a binary choice. Become a pile of rotting meat, or be injected as fuel for the source flame. Well, that sounds pretty metal. I command you. Insert into Gamma 9 immediately and link up with Warlord Milat. Milaut? Milaut. Let's go with Milaut. Wrest this territory from the maw of the malforms. Once the zone is sanitized, execute the reforging protocol on survivors. I do not need refugees, I need living components to plug the battle lines. Let their piled bodies form our outpost. So this is what happens in the background of the Mechanicum, is it? I see. Prime Core gazes upon you, Consecrated One. Do not burn out. Move. Master Directive confirmed. Tactical objectives downloaded to your terminal. And seeing as there's no more text, that means it's time to rock and roll, and you'll see what I mean about the setup of the game. Well, I'd say, generally speaking, the text and stuff is already way better. Like, it feels like there's more of a story already, which they did confirm there's already quite a bit of a campaign out for early access, with more to come as they date the game through community-fed feedback. So, this is a developer and publisher who do listen to their people, and listen to the people who are playing the game. So if there is any feedback or any ideas that you have for it, I'm sure they'll listen. I'm sure they might be able to incorporate some of the stuff down the road. I am going to change the sound setting slightly because my ears are exploding currently. That's a teeny tiny bit better. So generally speaking, a lot of the missions will be set out like this, where we have our units which will change down the line with their composition, their abilities, so on and so forth. It's not like singular units in most cases like it is with Battle Bros, where you can rename them, some such. It is actual specific units and groups. Seriously, so for example, you've got the Fierce Minion, you've got the Iron Figure, you've got the Cog Horde, and you've got the Dark Fire. They'll all have their own different abilities, and they'll all be able to do a certain amount of things per turn. So you've got your AP points, which are required for movements or performing actions, and you've got your energy, which is based on releasing energy-based skills. This is a very straightforward one. We just need to defeat all enemies. There is quite a lot of the sludgy, creepy beings coming along. If I recall, these things aren't too bad from last time, but I don't want to be cocky about it just yet. You'll notice if we utilize any of these abilities, for example, it will highlight into here. So if I clicked here, it would use half of this. If I clicked here, it wouldn't actually use anything from this as of yet. Or I could probably just go in and punch them, to be fair. But I think I like the idea of the powered punch. Let me just go up here and go powered punch. Yeah, they're not quite dead, but there is also territorial advantages to hitting stuff in certain squares. Utilizing the map in this game can be a matter of life and death as well. I was going to say it can be a mapper of life and death, but that's not really going to work out too well. Right, take the elevation advantage over there, and I will move on to something else. I don't think I've really got the... No. I could, so there'd be like area for them to walk through to make it hurt, but I'm not really willing to risk that just yet. So you got 16 energy. And what can I do? Acid grenade, heated chainsaw. Heated chainsaw. Once again, the ceiling will destroy them, and I'll grab that quickly, whether that's going to be. Do I not have the energy for it? I do. Grab that and figure out what that is by the end of the mission. It may be decent loot that we can utilize. There is a lot of things down here that I am going to have to go down and deal with, so I will pop down here very quickly. It is very, like, 8-bit, which I do like. I'm a big fan of 8-bit based stuff. So, with the cog horde, I can actually change heights in this map, and you can use that to your advantage once again by putting, like, high-range based people on a mountain that you can build, or bring it down to make it easier to get to the enemies, and so on. There's a lot of different things. They also have a way to restore health on certain cog allies as well, so that is a good way of doing it. I'll just put you guys back here for the time being, because I don't know what these guys... But they've got quite a lot of range, and they can definitely attack very, very far away. I assume that's not in range for that. You know what, I'm going to pull you guys back a little bit then, and then we'll see what this guy does. Nail bolt is fine. It's actually got quite a decent range, to be fair. Can I hit these guys? Damn, that is a distance. You know what? Fine. Let's just straight up finish these guys off, and then I'm going to move to the elevated terrain over here just so I can start sniping people from above. Now, I could drop a torch. It does mean that 2 tile enemies adjacent to it will gain vulnerable. I don't know if these things can move, but I could definitely put this here just to test stuff out. This is going to be very much like a testing thing as well. So this thing should now be vulnerable. Yeah, each time, plus 2 damage taken. And I think that's all I can really do for the first turn. It's probably going to be a bit of a slower start for the first fight, because I'm just explaining a lot of things. I feel like the UI has gone a little bit better as well since we played it in the demo. A lot more things make a lot more sense, and that's what I like to see. End the turn. Right, let's see what these jabronis do. Jesus Christ. Well, at least my little cog guys didn't get absolutely brutalized, which is the thing I was worried about the most, and now I can flaming slag these guys, which will mostly clear the field, but unfortunately not enough yet. But if I punch these guys there, that's them gone. I still have enough energy to then punch these guys into oblivion. I would like to move there, but it's on fire currently, so I would like to avoid that for the time being. Okay, so that thing can move. Well, in that case, I take offense to that. Everything is sort of on fire, so I'm going to move away from said fire ever so slightly. Let's see, so I can shoot that. I can help with that. Let me see what I can do with this for the time being, because you've got actually a decent modicum of stuff. Fire grenade. Very nice. So that, weirdly, also hit up here, which did hit me at the same time. I didn't think it would go above elevation as well as below elevation. So that's good to know for future reference. I imagine if I stand here, it's going to hurt me the entire time, so I will stop. I would like it if I could tab to my units. That would be a nice little thing if they could add that. So I just tried it now, and it's not doing it, unfortunately. Finish off. Dropped them, and they were next to the torch as well, so I would do more damage. I'll do damage to them as well. I'm going to come back for a bit, because you've got an insane amount of range, so I'm not too worried about that. Let me just hold off on those things. I don't have much ammo left for that, so let's leave it. How much damage does it actually do? 1 to 0 damage. So if I press T, I lock this in, and then I can look at it properly. So Legion effects triggers equal Legion value. Okay. So if I hold T, I can actually investigate these properly, and also see what these highlights are. I mean, it's not bad. I think I would prefer to go here. And it will say on allied targets restore 2 HP. Yeah! I like that a lot. So you're done. You're done. I'm going to move back ever so slightly. You're done. I'm going to test to see if the fire hurts me. It doesn't hurt me. Interesting. Alright, good to know. Let's keep going. Yeah, a tab function would be really nice. Unless it's a different button which we would utilize instead of tab. But I'm not seeing. Okay, well this has gone pretty disgusting pretty quickly. So let's see what we can do here. Still got a decent amount of energy. I could probably get in there and finish that off if I wanted to, so I will. Delete those guys. Right, you're reloaded. I don't know if there's any air attack opportunities by moving out. It doesn't seem to be. And that seems about right from what I recall. Can you guys just finish this off so I can focus these guys everywhere else? Lovely, I can. Can you shoot anything from where you are? You can. And because they were vulnerable, they took an extra 2 damage, so they just died. Fantastic. So now all that's left is that thing down there. Can you guys move to pick up this? I don't know what all this loot is going to be, but we'll find out soon enough. And then my iron figure can come up to here. Should be able to do some decent damage to his plasma core. That sounds disgusting. Lovely. And again, because why not? I've got more vein up to do it. And do it one more time. I think it's the last enemy of the entire map. Complete it, mate. 3 rounds. Now, unfortunately... Oh. Iron Giants, the Copper Roots. Tribe begs your sanctuary. Commander, 3 protocols available. Prioritize stronghold occupation. Prioritize elimination of malforms. Initiate immediate reforging. Assimilate... Oh, I didn't get to read that properly in time. Well, at the very least, I'd like to grab this. I think I'd probably like to focus on getting rid of the malforms. That was my job to begin with. So if I go down here... Oh, I like how the map keeps growing. That's cool. Lord of Black Peak, you have chosen combustion. From the moment you are the ash of ember, we shall be unquenched. Okay? That means nothing to me, buddy boy. I'm just here living my life, but damn, there is a lot of malform down there. And I don't like the look of this. The waste water. AP cost 1, attack -1. Acidification. Some words that I can't even say. What are your movement like? Right. I need to move back 1, so you're slightly far away. Reload. That should then give you the grenade back. Can you fire it closer? If I get 1 closer, but it's going to be quite dangerous at that point. Everybody else needs to come down in preparation. Down, 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 down. I do need to do a bit of fixing up, but my friendly cog boys, they're not called that, but I'm going to call them the cog boys, the cog horde, basically the same thing, can go and help and fix up our guys in the heat of battle. Could do some height modification. Out of curiosity, I'm going to try it to see what it looks like. I go down. Go down 1. Okay, cool. It's pretty cool that you can just change the map. I like that. I don't 100% know what their deal is, because I didn't manage to read the blurb in time. I think that would be another good thing to say, like, if there was like a tick box or something to click for it to make it disappear, instead of it just having a timer until it disappears, because I struggle to actually read that in time. Maybe I'm a slow reader. I don't know. Maybe. Right, I want you to fix up this guy. Good job, and then move up a little bit further. Can you guys fire grenades? Flaming Slag is around you, isn't it? So I guess I could get here and go Flaming Slag. Let me just do this quickly. Ready, sick. And then punch that one into that one. I don't think it will bounce back and do more damage, but at least I've got a lot of time to work with here. And there is something to pick up, which is cool. Right, move up 1. Fire that grenade. That'll do. Where did that... Oh! I didn't realize I could push people into pits and they'll die immediately. That's a cool new thing. I'm assuming I can't grab that loot, because, you know, it's in a pit. Take a big old chainsaw. Always loved the chainsaw ever since Warhammer and Gears of War. So I will respectfully take it every time it comes into a game. Right, move up a little bit further. I don't know if I'm going to be able to shoot any of them from where I am right now. I can't, so leave that as it is for the time being. I think that's all of us. Yes. Cries out for a tab. Look out. Well, rather they fight them than fight me. It's just... It gives you the right feeling of the enemies being fully disgusting, abhorrent creatures, which is good. Is great. But the noises sometimes they make are just grim. Like that, though. Like that a lot. I don't have enough to reload, do I? No. And I don't think I can grab this because it's in a pit. So it's kind of just stuck there, but I can grab that. Reload. And then that way I do have more slag to give. but I'm not going to be in range to do anything yet. Can I shoot anything from there? Can I shoot the torch at least? Come on. Let me go a little bit further down without getting too far into the firing lines. Fire the torch, or throw the torch. He's got a hell of a lobbing arm. Then snipe them because they'll take an extra 2 damage because they're vulnerable. And to be fair, just finish them off. And then our cog boys, little cog boys, could come down here. Probably do with fixing up our sniper unit if we can. Get welding. Lovely. I like that. I like that they're sort of healers and like terrain changes and so on and so forth. It's cool. Very different. Does feel a bit more refined. Bro, are you attacking me? Did you see how those guys literally melted? Good lord. Okay. Well, I guess we've got our work cut out for us. Quite literally. Reload. It does take a lot of AP to do that. But it does feel worth it. I feel like these guys are attacking me. Do I have to destroy these things? I think I've got to destroy that plasma core there. So let me go here. Fire that at the plasma core. And then delete that guy. I imagine they're all spawning from this disgusting mess. And probably also from this disgusting mess, yes. Can't really snipe anything from there, so let me move up slightly. They are going to take more damage, although that's not a lot of damage. That is, though. I'm under the presumption that they're attacking me, so I'm going to attack right back. Especially when they give me loot, that's for sure. Right, grapple loot. Moving slightly. I guess I'll let those guys die from attrition to the enemy if they do come and fight us. Or fight them, I guess we'll find out. For the time being, just weld. Can I weld again? I cannot, so we wait until next turn. Let's see what happens now. Yeah, the map growing is cool. That wasn't in there. Hello. More loot for me to pick up. Oh, did that hole just appear? Okay. Well, the loot is over there and yonder, so that might be a bit problematic. I'm going to reload to get another grenade back. It means I can't move, but that's fine, because I can do this. That means one of the power cores will be gonzo. If I do that, I'm going to hurt you, so let's not do that. Let's punch him. Good day, sir. If I get a tiny bit closer, I can put down some fire inferno and punch him as well. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. I think I can move there and finish that off as well. I don't know what those horrible ball-locking things are, though. What are they? Hackers. Probably could have guessed that. If I went down there, can I get back up? That feels a bit dangerous. If I did this -1, would you now be able to get down there and then get back up without being impacted by it? I think you can. Almost gone. Good stuff. You've used your turn, you've used that, you've used that, you used that. Well, actually, I take that back. Delete it. Thoroughly delete it. Good job. End turn. Alright, let's see what these neutrals do. I mean, I think they're all packers at this point. Who do seem to be going for the loot that I wanted to pick up, so I already take insults back. I feel sorry for that packer, Jesus. That one is getting eaten alive. And the arson is coming into play. Right, let me grab that. Right, that'll drop them. Can I move a little bit? I'm worried that I'm going to get knocked back into this hole. So I'm just going to go this way instead. And punch them instead. And that'll also hit them in the back, and I'll grab this. And then I'll send my guys over to get that in a second. Can I snipe from where I am? I don't think I can. Oh no, I can. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay. So, even though they were neutral, they seem to still smack us every now and then, so I gave them a few smackbacks as well. Though, the blurb didn't make it very clear if they were allies, but if you looked up here, it will say allied units all lost. Though, the blurb didn't hang around long enough for me to confirm that more or make it clear. So if that could be a bit more clearer, or once again, if they could make it so the blurb would last longer, or if there was like a tick box on it so it wouldn't go away until you've read it, that would be really useful. But once again, this is all learning experience, and also figuring out what could work, what doesn't work, so on and so forth. But let's leave it there. Consecrated 1, Gamma 9 assessment completed. Residual slag below threshold. Data confirms the attack you face were merely sparks. We must locate the heat source. Epsilon 42, biomass readings in that sector, and melting through critical thresholds. Warlord mill out. Mill out? I'm still going to say mill out. He's fighting in isolation in that quadrant. New directive, merge off sequence with purified tungsteel. Tungsteel's cool. Deploy immediately to Epsilon 42 and integrate into mill out's warbed. Operation Commander transfers to mill out. Coils preheated master, ready to hammer. Your joint mandate, locate the core threat and then extinguish it. Directive confirmed and uploaded. Tactical objective, reinforce Epsilon 42. Calculating optimal transit pipeline. The structural stability of the Gamma sector hinges on this operation. Execute. And execute it we shall. I think the writing's gotten better as well. I generally do. It feels very kind of low 40k in that sense. So what do I get from that? I mean, that looks like a lot. Darkfire, Coghord, Fierce Minion, not why I originally said before I edited that out. Coghord, Tungsteel. I think he's a hero. Freight figure. And then there's a lot of additional stuff I'm assuming we can add into our units / inventory stuff that we can probably craft or sell. So this is all about our setup and base between missions where we can access the trade, the missions, the factory, and preparation. So trade is pretty straightforward. You can trade certain things of what you've got with salvage. A salvage can be sacrificed to the forge, helping the people core forge more units and equipment. Thank you, Judson. I've got quite a few things in my inventory already, but I don't know if I want to sell them yet, because I want to see if I can equip them on my people. And I can also buy units themselves, but for the time being, there's another hero unit. 5,000? Yeah, I don't have that. That sort of high-pitched, like, annoyance at prices was very much like Battle Brothers coded. Preparation, let's have a look at that. So these are all the things we've had. Inventory verified, deploy to units for combat efficiency boosts. So we've got all these friends of cogs. Can I rename these? I can't. Oh, it's cool that you can zoom into them. And then that just sort of breezes through them. Okay, cool. And then I can equip these to certain people. Let's have a look at Tungsteel. Tungsteel looks like he's a hero unit. I'm presuming he probably is. Forge Assault. God, he's got quite a lot, actually. Forge Assault. 2 Force plus 2. If it damages SZ fields, large units are harder to displace and takes less collision fall damage. Is minus the user's SZ. Deal 4 additional damage and fend. What's... Get off. What's fend? Move backwards can cause collisions. Okay, fine. These need to go away a bit faster as well. Fusion conduction. Unit object altitude limit. Consume all current energy. Ember units and objects within one adjacent tile gain amplification times where X equals consumed energy. Interesting. And then Forge Workshop, Forge Cannon, Furnace. This guy's got an insane amount of abilities. I think it's going to be more interesting to see him actually in the heat of battle, so let's see what happens with that. I think it'd also be good, obviously, when you highlight over these, it tells you what it is, but if I highlight over these, it doesn't say what these mean. I mean, I can kind of get context from what they look at, but being new to this, not 100% sure. That's going to be HP. That, I assume, is weapons. That, I assume, is energy, because that's the same as the one marker up there. That'll be attack. That's AP. That's defense. That's sight. That's size. And that's dodge. This one doesn't seem to be anywhere, though. So I'm not 100% sure what that is. So let's see what we got. Optimal caliber, just attack plus 2. I mean, I like the iron figure. I like my chainsaw man. So I do like the idea of attack 2. Can I just slap it onto him? I can. HP plus 6, attack and defense 2. I mean, that's a green one, so I assume that's rarer. Now, is orange the rarest, or is purple the rarest? Am I just going to make my iron figure like the most disgusting thing? I think I am. 46 health. So what was that add? 18 health, 12 defense, 2 energy. Yeah, this thing's going to be disgusting. What are these radiator totems? So you lose 12 health, but you gain 4 attack, and you also gain a 15 critical. Now, is that 15% critical damage or 15% critical chance? Or is it both? Not 100% sure. But I could lose 12 health. I just gained 18, so I could sacrifice 12 to go down to 34 to then get 12 attack. I think I'll do that. Right, I need to hand these out to other things instead of just having a favorite child. So HP is plus 6, that's decent. The fierce minions don't have as much health, so you want to be a little bit careful with them. I'll give them a little bit more of an attack boost. The Coghords, I mean, they're pretty spongy, but they seem to have their uses. And they seem to do more damage the more of them there are in the group. So if you start losing people in them, then their attack goes down, per se. But if I give them attack to begin with, every single consecutive attack they do should be more so, is what I'm gathering. What's that? Attack and critical too. You know what? I'll give that to Tongue Steel. Why not? I don't feel safe giving these to anyone. I mean, I could give it to Tongue Steel because he's got 48 health. Let's have a look at him. He looks pretty cool. He looks pretty cool. How much health do you have? 42. You don't really have any attacks. I don't think there's much point in that. Am I going to risk... Am I going Glass Cannon? Less health, more damage. I'm going Glass Cannon. This is the Glass Cannon build. It'd be hilarious to do it to this so they've got 4 health, but I don't think I can do that. And I don't think I want to do that either. Darkfire doesn't have a lot of health. I'm going to leave that one for the time being. Okay, so everyone's set up in that regard. If I go to the factory is in normal condition. Forge upgrade is available. So if I click to like the Iron Figure, for example, once again, my favorite child. Deadfire Armor, Death Seeking Charge. Gain skill, Death Seeking Charge. Dash 2, 4 damage. If target's SZ is -3, Fend 1, which means knockback. Fend means knockback. So I'm level 0, so I presume I can take these. I mean, I like resisting arson and armor piercing. It'll cost me 1200. Go on. Now, you've got like a different upgrade since you're a hero. So instead of it just being this long list, you've actually just got these abilities that I can equip to him, but I need something for it. And also, I can't press T to keep this open to read it or figure out what that weird symbol is, but I don't think I have any of them. Unless I do, but I don't see anywhere where it's showing that I do. So I guess I'll utilize the other upgrade points for the time being. Range and sight for the Darkfire would be really good. So have a quick look at the Fierce Minion. Powered Punch deals 1 additional damage when causing collision to units, 3 additional damage when attacking more than 1 unit, shield after dealing damage to a unit. I like the idea of having a shield, but I also like doing collision damage or additional damage when attacking more than 1 unit because he has like the area of effect. I'll go Preheat. It's only 200, which is a lot cheaper than the Iron Figure, let me tell you that. So I will give you a shield as well. Darkfire, how much does your cost? 1,000. Oh, that's only 600 actually. Sure. So the torch will give range and sight. I think the torch will be very useful down the line. Tongue Steel I can't really do with, as far as I'm aware. The Freight Figure doesn't have anything as well. This is already more in-depth than the demo. I'm throwing it out there now. And sure, for 200, I'll chuck in more on Preheat. That's good. I could technically upgrade this again if I wanted to, but I will not. I don't want to splash all my cash just yet. Is there a way to know if I have any of those things? It doesn't really say anywhere on here. I've got Aberrant Remains, which I assume I can just sell for $1. Sell them all. And then Twisted Organs. I'll just sell all those as well. Triple Raw A. Some of this stuff is disgusting. I do have a salvage frame, so that's what it is. It's a salvage frame. I don't actually know if I need any of this stuff. I presume I need it to build more units, I would presume. Well, now I've got a boatload of cash, so I probably will actually end up buying some of these. What's that? A rail charger. Attack 10, 2,000, but 1 and 1, which I don't have, so I wouldn't be able to do that anyway. Some things do need specific bits to be bought. Like, I do have the right stuff to buy that, so I will purchase that. What's the Pulse Amplifier? Attack 2, critical 5. I also have 1 for that, so I will buy that. I've got the money to burn, so I might as well. That's huge as well. I'll buy that. And I've got the... What is this? Molten Scrap. Yeah. If I can buy it, I will buy it. Because I do have the spaces just to add it into our group at the moment, so I don't see a problem with doing it. Yep, grab that as well. And I will grab that as well. Right, let me just fit the people out, and then we'll get going. This has taken a bit longer than I expected, but it's pretty cool to see what you can actually do with your units and stuff. So it's been nice to see. I mean, favorite child. Here you go. That's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of stuff. I'll give you a bit more HP, attack, and defense. I guess I do need to give this Fierce Minion something, so I'll give him a bit more attack and crit. Still not sure if the crit is crit damage or crit percentage chance. I'll give you a bit more health as well to get your attack and defense up. I don't know what this is. I assume that means I can't add any more, possibly? Yeah, that one. So I can't put anything there for some reason, although I'm not 100% sure as to why. Darkfire, let's give you a few things. I want to give you a bit more health because you don't do too well in that regard. And a bit more energy would be really good as well, so you can snipe and shoot a bit more. And let's get your attack up as well, so you can shoot people more in the background. I'll give you just a bit more attack and defense in general. I don't really want to use this Radiator Tome. I think, generally speaking, that's pretty good. I can't get any of these because I don't have those stuff in it. And imagine Kai's 5,000, Freight Figure's 1,000, a Mayhem Cannon is 4,000. I mean, what's a Mayhem Cannon and do I want it? How much will you give me for this tasty sack? much do I need? 4,000. Ah, go on. Sell the tasty sack. Give me a mayhem cannon. Thank you. And what I'll quickly do is I'll upgrade Tungsteel as well. Forge Workshop summons Fierce Minion instead of Cog Horde for Jason. There we go. What can I do with a mayhem cannon for curiosity's sake? When 3 enemies are killed in one attack, reload immediately. I mean, that's pretty sick. Otherwise, I'll leave it. Right, let's not mess around too much then. Although I'm saying that I've already messed around for about 10 minutes itself, but hey. On to the next mission. Threat signals have been detected in all surrounding passages. The remaining cycle is at maximum value. This company needs to continue the task of activating the incineration points. Okay, so we've got secondary missions and primary missions. It'd be good to see a good smattering, so I might do like 1 secondary mission and then 1 primary mission, just so we've got like an idea of what it's going to be. So defeat all enemies, allied units all lost. Defeat all enemies, allied units all lost. I'm sensing a pattern here. Select Unit 1. Damn. Select Unit 5. Select Unit 3. So big battle. Tiny battle? Is what I'm assuming. Let's go to Arena 3. That seems like a fun big battle. And then we've got the Iron Wedge. Cleanup of Gamma 9 is complete. Emergency redeployment directive received from Master Zealton. Warlord Milaut's main forces encircled in Sector Epsilon 32. Comms are physically severed. We are the only variable for reinforcements. Let's do 1 secondary, and then we'll do the primary. And that should sort of give us a good smattering of understanding of what's going on. But already, I'm already seeing massive jumps from the demo. Let's go. So I can pick 5 units. Well, I do want to see how Tungsteel does. Obviously, I want to put my favorite boy down. Oh, I've only got a cost of 70. Oh, I see. Well, Iron Figure, down you go. How much is the Mayhem Cannon? 30. Alright, Cog Horde. Darkfire. And I've got 30 to go with. I mean, I could try the Mayhem Cannon. I'm going to try the Mayhem Cannon. I want to see what it does. Alright, I've only got 4 units, but that's fine. Start the quest. Presumably, I need to get in there before my friends bite the dust. As to where my friends are, that's a different question. Nuke them. Great start. Okay. Can you get up to... I can't just yet. I can at least do it for next time. I don't think I'm shooting these from where I am. No. But I can fire a torch. That'll give me an understanding of where everything is. Can I shoot them now? No, they are slightly out of range. That's fine. Cog Horde, come on. Mayhem Cannon, what can you do? Kinetic Shell, how far away is that? That's quite a distance. An Explosive Shell, I could fire it over there. Let's move you up a little bit, buddy, first. And let's nuke them. Nuke them! And I broke the floor and they fell into the abyss. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, I don't think anyone else can move, so let's just end turn. I presume we've got to get to... No, they're coming towards me. So I assume when it says allied units lost, it might mean just us, unless there's allied units down here currently fighting the Horde and dying painfully. Now, I can fire this again, can't I? I can, but I don't have the right way to do it just yet. But that's okay. That's okay. So I can hit that one. Cut that one down to size. If I hit this, I'm going to be careful. I don't want to hit loot and it just despawns, you know? Similar to the torch. So I presume it would do the same thing with the loot. I'm not willing to risk it. I'm not. Right, come back here. Can I shoot those jabronis down there? They're a bit too far. Let's fire the torch so I can understand what's going on. Still can't shoot them, though. I could if I went there, but it's currently on fire, which is not recommended. Can I change the main... Can I change it on the deep pits? I can't. Can I just get rid of this? I also can't. Can I shoot these guys? I mean, why not? Why not? Let's see. Height modification would be kind of whatever. Can I height modify something with something on it? No. I can destroy it, but it would take way too long to get through it. I imagine I can't just do this. No, it's saying it's Xing me out on it. Alright, fair enough. Alright, move on. Next turn. I've only just noticed this, and people probably already noticed it, but you can tell where the breakpoints are going to be. So these cracked forest tiles, like the glowing purple bits, are where the floor will fall out. So those are the places you want to aim if you want to do some real damage. Reload. Fire grenade. It's going to destroy my torch. Can I do it so I don't? I can. What a sick ability. Right, I'm going to take some fire damage, but I would like to take that. And I can now move up to here. Grab that. Unfortunately, that one's lost to the ages, but it is what it is. Snipe that guy. Can I snipe him again? I don't need to. They got destroyed by rocks and crevices anyway. And that was on a deep pit tile. So they'll be going sayonara. Can I get a bit further? I'm going to go around this way. Can you transform? No, you can't do it to ones that you're standing on. But I can bring this one up so then I've got easier passage going this way. Cool. I need to reload this bad boy for next turn, but for the time being, we're doing alright. Go on, bring the noise. Whether you disgusting snake biomutants are. I don't know what Lysis 2 means, but it's good for me. It's interesting that some of the cracked forests come back afterwards. It's not quite what I expected. I need to start working on this core. It did drop, but it dropped. I can still shoot it. Will it drop any further? No. I'm just gonna keep sniping it for now. I need to get rid of that so it stops spawning enemies. You move up. Delete. It will delete my torch, but I'm absolutely fine with that. You guys, I need to get a better handle on what's going on. Oh boy. Oh boy. That could be dangerous. You need to reload. This is the only downside of the Mayhem Cannon. It takes a lot of AP to reload, but when it fires, oh boy, does it fire. So next time, that's going to be good. I'll move down 1, but I won't go much further than that. You can move 3, so you move a little bit further up. What's that thing? It's just disgusting. Okay, fine. Cool. It's just disgusting. Nothing to add. Yeah. So they're going to take... Oh, wow! Coghorn are dead. They got crushed by rocks. So it can happen to me as well. So that's good to know. Reload. So, no future reference. Nuke this entire site. Wow! Now that was a hell of a move. See? Favorite child. There's a reason. There's a reason. Now, can you get down there and actually get that loot? I think you can. But I am going to reload you for the time being, because I do want to see what the hell is going on further down there. What is that thing? A toxic tumor. My favorite. Right, I'll jump down there next turn to grab that stuff. I need to move the Mayhem Cannon up in the hopes that I can just nuke this thing. Although it's not really doing a lot of damage. That would, but I am going to be getting a bit danger close. Alright. I mean, I'll take it. And then I can hit this with this one. And that'll knock it back. Hey, I like the Mayhem Cannon. It does a lot of stuff. I don't like that my cog horde got obliterated, but learning as we go. I don't know if these things can get much closer. My favorite boy! My favorite boy is dead. And I'm thoroughly insulted by that proclamation. Can't bloody believe it. How dare. Right, move back once. I'm going to need to reload. I'm going to have to play this one a bit safer now. Right, get rid of that. Need to get rid of that plasma core. So let's move up for now. I might be able to snipe it where I am. No, I'm going to have to be a little bit careful here. These guys hit like a freight train. Shoot again. Move back once, see if I can get away a little bit. How much further can I fire this? Not really much further. Man, as if I lost my favorite boy. Fell through the floor. Well, this is now going to get interesting, because it's now going to be a game of, can I complete this with just 2 units? I wasn't planning on doing a difficulty mode thing, but we're here now, so I guess we're doing it. Move there. Can I blow them apart? I can. Can I blow that apart? I can't. So hold on that for that. Let me move here to grab. I might as well grab as much loot as I can. I assume there's no coming back from the boys that fall through the floor. I assume they're just dead. Which is a damn shame. A damn shame. Can I just destroy these? What do they even do? I'm not 100% sure what they actually do. Stay there for now. You stay there for now. I'm going to have to reload for next turn. Okay, a lot more enemies than I expected, but they do seem to keep spawning from certain enemies. That one's just dying. I'm not entirely sure from what, though. You need to reload, which will take away most of your movement, but I can then at least splash down. but I can't do much else. Let's move up ever so slightly. Let me see what I can snipe. Get rid of that. Oh, destroying that will actually also destroy everything in the range as well. Most of his map is disappearing, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. What's your movement? Right, you can't get any closer than that, so that's fine. Can you shoot there? You can't. Okay. Okay, we're making progress with just my little guy and my massive cannon. Though that's not a good look. But that thing is slowly dying. That thing is slowly dying. I need to reload. I need maximum damage in an area, please. Don't destroy the loot! Cool, it doesn't destroy the loot. That's good to know. Can't move. I can move here, but I need to move this boy up. Jump up. Snipe him. Good job. If I shoot this now, will it impact that one there? It won't, but I can still snipe this one anyway. Just as from all the AP that I got. Can I fire a torch, like, let's say here? Cool. Last remaining dregs. Okay, we can do this. I can't believe I lost him. I'm gonna be salty about that for the rest of this episode, let me tell you. Okay, they can destroy the loot by just walking over it, but it will die from doing so. To be fair, if you look, if I highlight over a space, it shows you where things will fall down if you attack said space. So you gotta be a little bit careful of that, which I wasn't super careful about last time. Reload, that'll take up my entire AP, but that's fine, because I can now do this. Although it will destroy my torch. Not that I care too much. Fine. That will rip apart all of them. And now my little guy can jump in it. Down you go. I've got to pick up this loot as quickly as possible. That'll destroy that one. And then I'm just going to run around and grab as much loot as possible. And I got to shoot this guy once. Oh, he fell through the floor. If I knew that, I would have picked up all the loot. I'm not going to be able to, am I? There is still a few more enemies. Oh, no. That's weird. It spawned more enemies, but because I killed the last enemy, it ended the battle. Okay. Do I get this loot if I don't pick it up? Or is it only if I pick it up? I'm not 100% sure. I also don't like the... I didn't care too much about the Cog Horde getting obliterated, but the iron figure that I put so much love into fell through the floor. I did get a few more rewards, though, which I can utilize to get more upgrades, though, so that's not so bad. I could probably buy another iron figure to replace my last favorite iron figure. Alright, I'm missing that. I do have one of these. What's that? Tough Shell. So what's that? HP 12, Attack 4, Defense 4, AP 1. No-brainer. Absolute no-brainer. Okay, so I've lost a friend, a robot brother, and it does make me sad. Although I'm gonna do this. Hey, nope. Put that onto my mayhem cannon. I want to see some disgusting stuff from that bad boy. Cool. Let us, seeing as I can't do anything else in the... Oh, I see. I think this is just... Originally, I thought we were upgrading singular units, but I think it's upgrading all units that count as that unit. So no matter what iron figure it's going to be, it will always have these upgrades. I was under the assumption that it was unit by unit. I'm fine with that. But it does lock us out of certain things, but I can give him heat and chainsaw. Not that I have an iron figure anymore, jeez. But I can do something with my fierce minions at least. Powered Punch, definitely. Upgrade that. And now that means Power Punch displacement can endure climbing height. I'm not too fussed about that. 2 shields would be good. Round start, 3 shields. Yes. Cog Hordes. Let me upgrade the Cog Horde a bit, just so I can get into the next area. Weld distance. Oh, weld distance. Although welding, healing on allies increases the target's defense is really good. No, I'll go weld distance, so I can fix people up from much further away. I think I need to sell some stuff. Give me a sec. Hey, wait, this sounds familiar. Okay. I sold a fair amount of stuff, it must be said. Back to the factory, let me upgrade some people. Right. So, Cog Horde, you've got that. I'll give you the extra damage to the weld as well. God, I'm flying through this. I thought I had to wait until I'd be leveled up, but it's just as you get through this, which I am perfectly fine with. I don't have any more of these I can utilize to upgrade this bad boy. I can upgrade this bad boy, though. Slaughter Droid. Current HP is less than maximum. I'm not too worried about that. Gain Crush 1. What does Crush 1 do? Movement eliminates small units in path. So if I drove over people, they would die. Or they would do damage. Alright. Yep, let me do that. And then, no AP is consumed this round. Next round, skills range +1, climbing height +1, AP cap +1. It's not bad. It's not bad. Magazine size, that would be huge. Power punch can punch units with that of that. Yep, do that as well. That means I am locked out of that one, but that is okay. Gander skill overload, usable once per battle, restores HP equal to current shield and deals 6+ current shield damage to all enemies in adjacent tiles. That sounds broken. I will go emergency recharge, gain 1 shield at the next round start for every 5 HP lost. That's a good backup just in case we take a bit too much damage. Darkfire, that's effectively just Lone Wolf. When no allies are within 1 adjacent tile, deal true damage +0. Ignores defense. Oh, okay. True damage +4. I'm just gonna upgrade that. I'm just gonna keep going. Immune to attacks from units below 3 elevation levels. For each 1 to distance, 1 additional damage. I feel like I'm blowing a lot of my money here, but I feel like it's valid and it's worth it. Okay, that should be good enough. I'm just gonna check this one last time. Could recruit Kai, but the amount of unit cost for a hero is quite a lot. So I guess I'll avoid that for the time being. Now, normally I would go and do these other secondary missions, but seeing as I'm just trying to showcase what we can see in the first hour, I would rather do the next primary mission just so we get a look at the overall vibe of the game as it is. Feeling pretty good, though. A lot more well-rounded. It makes a lot more sense. I like how the upgrades and the changes to builds are happening as well in this like little camp thing. Don't like that my best boy died, but hey, that's just my thing. Before I get into this mission, I will quickly go over what I have been told from the publisher and developers for like the phases. So now that we're in early access, the first month is going to be addressing like the majority of bugs and stability upgrades and probably a few things I've seen in this first hour so far, and general enhancements to existing stages. And there will be more new side missions for selected characters like heroes and stuff like that, which will be pretty cool. And general balances for the game based on the feedback from you, the players. At least that's what's going to be going on in the first month. And then it sort of extends out a little bit. I think in the second phase are then going to be going on for expanding the storyline, because it's pretty close to completion already from what I gather, but there is still a bit more to go, and general system refinements and combat refinements, have you. And then after that, going into like the late game of this year, or going into like the mid to late game of 2026, then we're more looking at scenario editors, which sounds kind of cool, with like making your own maps and stuff. That would be really, really fun. As well as more difficulty mode options, obviously the Steam achievements as well coming in play, and overall more improvements based on feedback, as you'd expect. So pretty good looking overall. I guess we'll just see how it adapts and develops. Let's get into this, probably last mission of this episode, just to check out this game as it is. If people have been interested in this, please let me know, because we can always check it out even more down the road, because I'm feeling the vibe of it. I'm feeling the vibe of it quite a bit. Right, I've read this blurb already, I'm not going to get too into it. Unit cost is 100, so it's a little bit more, but it's still not exactly tons. So I'm glad to see how much I can work with here. Entropy cycles synchronized. May the source fire help us conduct our heat, Consecrated One. My smelting circuits await your guidance. Consecrated One, arrived at Sector E42 perimeter. Warning, biomass signals are oversaturated. The malforms have established a total blockade. Handshake with Waller Milat's command channel failed. His structural stress has been tested. Master Zealton drove us into this battlefield like a steel spike, precisely to nail down this chaos. Tactical logic confirmed, must breach blockade to link with Milat. Success probability projection is statistically irrelevant. Probability is a variable, the directive is a constant. We must bore through this wall. Give the order, Consecrated One, let the engines roar. I will give the order. Thank you. So I've just got to move to the target. Cool. So, I've got 70. I would really like to see Tungsteel, but he costs 70. Is he that good? Is he actually that good? Because then that would effectively be Tungsteel, Darkfire, Fierce Minion. Go on. I want to see how he rocks and rolls. Fierce Minion. Actually, you know what? Let's go with... This one's got more damage and defense. 100 exactly. Fine with me. I assume I can't put more down. No, the computer says no. Okay. I'm actually going to put you back a little bit. Alright, Tungsteel, don't disappoint me. So let's see, what can you actually do? Shield generators in. So, Forged Assault, Dash 2, and a boatload of damage. Consumes all current energy. Ember units and objects within one adjacent tile gain application where equals the consumed energy. Consumes all AP and N energy. Summon a forge workshop on the target tile. The workshop stored energy equals the consumed energy. The workshop consumes 2 energy to summon a cog horde. The workshop self-destructs when its energy is exhausted. Summons a forge cannon on the target tile. The cannon's stored energy equals the consumed energy. Consumes 2 energy to attack an enemy. The cannon self-destructs when the energy is exhausted. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm curious to build a forge workshop. So it's got 12 energy, so does that mean it's going to summon 6 cog hordes? Is that what I'm getting? That's what I'm assuming. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. Right, well, in that case, I don't know what this 30 is. I assume it's... Is it that? Don't like it at all. Right, drop that. And then get here. Nuke this. And then pull back 1. This might take a hot minute to figure out, because there is quite a lot of enemies. And I don't know what this is, this 30 is. It's kind of putting me on edge a bit. Can I fire the torch about there? I say fire every time, but he's just lobbing it. He's just lobbing it. Which is fine, if that's what you want to do. Can I shoot you from where you are? That's so much damage, man. That is so much damage. Move up 1 more. Snipe that one. Not as much damage that time, but it will still do enough. Let's throw another one down there. I need to get quite a distance, but next time we should have some reinforcements from our factory. You'd hope. I don't... The guys down there that I'm seeing, I'm assuming that's what's relating to the 30. There is something underneath which has 30. Can I change elevation to see what's down there? No, but I can do this. Okay. It's a plasma core. It's weird. I haven't touched Q and E at all in this game until now. Oh well, whatever. Right, so there's definitely one there. I could put the drop onto that one because there is some rocks that could land on it, which would be very, very useful. Same with that one, to be fair, so it could work either way. Can I shoot that one? Drop that on it. I can. There goes the core. If I move up slightly 1 more, can I do the same for that one? Drop it like it's hot. Yep, core's gone, mate. Good job. And now we just keep sniping our way through. It might take a bit of time, but that one will explode with a disgusting bang. Right, move up to protect our spongier guy. So if I put a forge cannon workshop... Oh, wow. Well, hold the phone. Can I put this anywhere? Can't put it anywhere yet. And that's sort of like a rush ability. I don't want to do that just yet either. Cog horde, in you come. Protect your master. Or do whatever else you do. I assume the cog hordes that come out of the factory are as powerful as the cog hordes we've leveled up through the screen. Bloody hell, they do more than I thought. It's fine, shield generator's in. And to be fair, what I can do is there anything which is impacted by... No. There's not really anything else which has got a glowing thing above it at the moment. Can definitely get some snipey snipes in and start working through the chaff, as you can call it. At the very least, start working through some of the bigger boys as well. You are vulnerable because you're technically next to a torch. So we can crack on. So let's crack on. Grab that. Thank you. Punch that. They will get disintegrated. Cog horde can come in. I don't know if I actually have to fix this thing up. Yeah, I can. Alright, cool. The next cog horde can come in over here. I presume if I built this cannon, I could build it like on a... It'd be next turn. I could build it here, and they would have the range to obliterate all these guys. That's what I'm understanding. Yeah. That's what I'd like to understand anyway. You guys stay there for now. You can't do anything. You can't do anything. You can't do anything. We wait until next turn. The boys are going to get eaten up a little bit, but it's nothing they can't handle. We did also destroy the things that create them, although there is another one down there. But I think I could snipe that. And the floor and the rock should crush it. Lovely. I love how you can use the map against the enemy in, like, pretty creative ways like that. That's pretty cool. I'll get rid of the vice shell a bit. Not quite as much damage, but I'll take it. Let's move in ever so slightly, though I am going to put the cog horde in front of you to take the brunt of the damage. I assume more of these guys have come out now. Well, I've got the people for it. I guess this is the power of tongue steel. So if I put this here now, Can I now just use it? It will just attack an enemy, but what's its range? That's what I want to know. Not 100% sure. Fix up our boy. That's not bad. Can I get down there to do a sweeping blow? No, I think I can. I think I can, so I will. Beautiful. Beautiful. Grab that. Get off the fire. Now, I could probably move a few more people around now. Although I do want you to stay there for now. You can't move. You can't move either. That's fine. I want to see what this cannon does. Were it to actually do anything. Those guys are managing, that's fine. I still don't know what Lysis 2 means. Is the cannon gonna fire? Do I have to aim it somewhere? It's kinda just doing something. Okay, fine. So him as a hero is sort of, he's like a builder hero. He's not like a... I mean, he can get into the fight, evidently, but that's more of his vibe. I assume I can't hit those guys, they're too far away. Let's just get rid of these guys so we're not in our back line constantly. I think that loot melted in whatever you want to call that disgusting juice. Damn! Not bad. I really like Darkfire. He's got it going on. I'm gonna go grab this. And then wield these guys, or weld these guys. Good job! Cog Horde aren't so useless, are they? Grab that. Grab that, and then get out of the goo, because nobody wants to be in the goo. And if I can move these guys, let's keep them going. Although I'm not really seeing the cannon doing much. I was expecting more from the cannon, to be honest, but nothing's really happened. Unless it did shoot something I just didn't see. Or its range isn't very good. Ooh. Cannon? What is it? Maybe? I think it's shooting the rotting trash. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. Right, you can charge, can't you? And obliterate. Yeah. Alright. Pretty good. And then I can punch this guy probably off a cliff. Or, you know, just completely. Now, if I go to this square, is it going to unlock another part of the map where I need to run down to? So, just to be sure, I want to get everyone as close to it as possible, just in case it opens a new part of the map where I've got, like, a timer to get to this Commandant Millant, or whatever his bloody name was. Right, that should do for now. End turn. Yeah, that's fine. Not too worried. I don't think there's going to be any more enemies for the time being. What I want to do quickly is fix you up, because you have taken quite a bit of damage, so let's fix you up completely if I can. Yeah, this is useful. 32. And I also give him a boatload of shields. Yep. New map, new me. Commander, detecting anomalous biological signals. Signature distinct from malforms. Target is under engagements. Database match. The Maze. Your fire is timely, Iron Shells. I am Anuthil. My king has retreated to the deep roots. I am Tone. Hold the line here. A registered mutant strain. This sector is under total lockdown. Your presence is an uncalculated error. I'm having to talk really fast. Aid me in holding this ground. In exchange, I will guide you through the veins of the earth. A path your senses cannot see. Oh! That was a lot of talking very quickly to get through that. This is what I mean. That needs to slow down and have, like, actual confirm buttons on it, because I'm out of breath. Maybe my cardio's not as good as I thought it was. Okay, well, we better get a move on, because this is going pretty crazy pretty fast. Drop him. Darkfire, is there anything hanging over that one? No, but it will spawn more. So let's keep moving. You can keep creating those towers, but I'm not really seeing them doing much for the time being. Like, it's using energy, but I think it's just attacking this rotting trash. Which, you know, if that's what it wants to do, then cool. But it's a weird choice. Buy that. Oh, there's a lot of stuff going on here. Not bad. Shoot again. Needs to get rid of their spawn points so we can't have more people. That'll bring it down. Right, Cog Horde can go ahead. They can do a bit of damage. You're not going to do a lot. Oh, shut my mouth. They'll kill it entirely. I'm about to throw the Cog Horde into the jaws of death, but I think that's kind of what they're made for. Respectfully. Respectful to the Cog Horde, but I think that's what they're made for. I'll bring them down as well. What is that? Mania. Deals 12 damage to one adjacent random enemy. I'm not going near that. Why would I go near that? I mean, do I add shields to everything? Or is it only to the... Oh no, I add shields to everything. Ah, sick. Okay, I think that's all my stuff done. So let's see what the people on the other side do. I mean, that guy looks cool as hell. I mean, he did just do a crazy AoE ability. Oh my god, that's a lot of enemies. It's like the entire map just moved. Jesus. Alright, drop him. Drop them if you can. It does take an entire action, but if it's straight up killing them, then great. Drop them. I need to send as many cog hordes as I can. Come down. You, new assimilated beings, come down, please. Right, what's going on here, then? I need to reload. It'd be great if I could get there and go ham, but I don't think I can. Can I punch you into the man-eater? No, technically, yes, I can. Right, say goodbye to another spawn point. Is this thing going to attack this thing? That's what I'm curious about. You need to just go away completely. Let's snipe a few of these guys as well, just to make it easier on the friendly side, so they can focus on all the other stuff. Let me send a torch out to... Can I put them in the water? They will go in the water. Okay, that's good to know. All just testing. Just testing stuff. Right, you still got some move. Right, let's test this again. I'm going to put this down. I'm going to see if it actually does something this time. It doesn't just shoot garbage. What are you guys doing? Whoa! Why are you attacking me? You're on my side! Well, that happened. I've got nothing else to say other than that happened. I thought you were on my side. Oh, get in there. This is getting a little bit spicier than I thought it was going to. That's not bad. Let's bring up here as well. Let's get some more shields on my big friend, my little friend. Let's bring you down here. On the plus side, I can just send endless hordes against them. So if I do this now, I can now get some more hordes. This apparently is a dangerous tile. I'm going to risk it. Just to delete that thing. I'm going to go here, and then delete. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the people who are allegedly on our side. But they seem to be attacking me. Even though I thought they were helping me. So that doesn't 100% make sense in my brain, but hey. Just to be safe, I'm going to move back slightly, because I don't know what this massive jabroni is going to do. Apparently he's going to attack the cog horde. I thought you were helping me! I might have to kill that guy instead, then. Oh, I guess I'll see what he does. Yeah, okay. A little strange, my god. Well, that happened. And you're gonna go destroy the... Some of these choices don't quite make sense. Right, fix him up. We're gonna need it. Okay, do that again. You need to actually come back for a bit. I've got a lot going on here, and you do not have a lot of health left. Punch it. And then punch it again. Right, drop him. You guys need to come here and fix up my second favorite child. Once again, not playing favorites, but I am. This could be a little bit more rough than I expected. Come down here. Amazing mutant strain this far. You must have sniffed something out. We denied him malforms any scrap, be it biomass or intel. Move consecrated one. Secure this variable. What are you telling me? Are you telling me to kill him, or what? It's not clear. Alright. Well, he's dead now. So, mission accomplished. Also, why do you have, like, 196... I mean, I'm not complaining, but why do you suddenly have so much energy? You've got 388 energy. Can you attack anymore? Can I just basically run across the map with this guy and just keep going? No, there's a point. And then Consume all current energy, ember units, and objects within 1 gain amplification where X equals the amount of consumed. Okay, cool. I don't know what that does quite yet, but we'll see. Yeah, it looks like they're coming to attack me. Okay, I see how it is, buddy. So really, it's me versus both sides. The root holds. My thanks to your firepower, iron shells. Your roots usually stretch this far. Iron brain, we have an old saying. First crawl ashore, then dry the belly. Commander, keep fire control locked on it. The vile seeds come from that vector. You need to push deep, they are withering. We just need to It's too fast. It's too fast. I just lost another one of my best boys. This endless horde. Endless. And I don't feel like this is actually doing all that much. But alright. I guess we're playing this game where I'm just going to bounce around and kill loads of things. Why did that not count as killing it? There we go. And I guess I'm just repeating this until I've killed them all? Okay, now I'm understanding Tungsteel's insane abilities. Because he's just bouncing around killing everything. Which I'm into. I'm just surprised at how powerful it is. It's ripping and tearing through all of them. I mean all of them. Well, it'd be rude not to just work through the map with Tungsteel and just try and obliterate them all. I don't think he's going to get much further, though. Then again, am I really just running through like this? Hey, if it ain't broke. If it ain't broke, my son, if it ain't broke. For some reason, he didn't jump then. Seems a bit buggy in that regard. I just keep going. Tungsteel's the MVP. Right, you, come here. I need to reload. I need to come down to here. I need to fire a torch. I don't know what's going on down there. Okay, good to know. Can I even jump and hit that one? I can. And it will disintegrate it. Whew! Okay. Okay. I kind of pulled it back. But that was unexpected, to say the least. Also, Tungsteel's abilities were also unexpected, to say the least. Well, that lady turned into one of those disgusting creatures. I don't think she wanted to, but she did. And now we are in a precarious situation. Oh yeah, the man-eater plant did actually hurt that thing. Cool. Alright, delete that one. Can you not move there? You can move there. Keep welding like your life depends on it. Unsurprisingly, your life does depend on it. Shoot. Shoot. Keep shooting. Don't stop shooting. And then use the cog hordes as defense. Sounds mean, but it's gonna work. You just destroy all these guys. I don't know where they spawned from. I'm sending them right back as used goods. Grab that. Go and jump onto that one. I don't think it wastes my AP by doing that either, which is really good. I don't think I'm jumping that far, unfortunately. But I can't do it to myself. Okay, and that's too far away. You stay there for the time being, then. Okay. Okay. Grab that. That will delete another one of those. You guys have gone. You've gone, but fire a torch down there just for additional help. Woo! Rough. Very rough. Yo, where do you guys come from? There is still more at play here, so it seems. That seemed like it was going to do something, but then it didn't. Right, jump there. Did you kill it? Good job. Cog Horde. My exposable men. Get to work. Great work, though. Right, go grab that. Get me some goods. Meanwhile, Tungsteel's just vibing. And is melting them. Quite literally, and figuratively. Okay. Grab that as well. Come down here. There is another one, though, so be very careful, because your health is not fantastic. Everyone else can get ready to move out and go down. So I'm going to need them now. Gonna need my cohorts. Okay. Tungsteel's not having a great time, because we keep popping out of certain areas. But we are getting there. This is taking a bit longer than I expected. Alright, the gun did a tiny bit of damage, but nothing game-breaking. That one will drop at least. Move up. Oh, man. Right, do your thing. I need to fix him more than anything. That didn't work for some reason. There we go. That also didn't work. Come on, just jump. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. As I am noticing. Okay. Can any of you guys get up to him to fix him up? I don't think you can, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to shoot this quickly. Just see if I can get rid of it. Which I think I can. And will. Lovely stuff. Get moving. Did anyone spawn from there? I think it's out of energy. Is it out of energy? No, it's got a bit left. I can move slightly forward. I can move you guys to there. Grab that, keep going. You can move 2 more. You can go and destroy that, right? So let's do that. And then there shouldn't be many enemies left. This is taking a bit longer than I expected, to be honest. No enemies. Okay, cool. Let me just push everyone up then. Did more spawn back here? No. I think the turrets might need a bit of tuning up, I'd say. Because we don't really seem to do much damage. Although I don't know if that's just sort of the vibe of it, let's say. Let's fix you up. That's good. Let's fix you up. Give me more people, pretty please. Let's fix you up again. And then you can't move any further, so don't worry about it. Right. More enemies are going to spawn, but I'm not going to worry about them. I'm just going to move to the target point now. Well, until they eat my cohorts, apparently. Oh, my beautiful robot boys! Dead. Like the rest. Although that plant's going to weirdly help me out. Funny old world, isn't it? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Right. Do the same. Shoot and move. Get rid of that one and then just get a wriggle on. Yeah, lovely. Move up. I'm worried that this isn't the end. But it looks like the edge of the map, so if I get here, this might be it. Is it? We done? We're done. That got rough. That really got rough in some places, and I thought that side group was on our side. From what I was reading, and from what I could read as quickly as possible, they were on our side, but they attacked me anyway, so I might have also misread that, because it was going way too quickly and I wasn't taking in the context of the situation. I think that's a bit of a pitfall so far that I'm finding, so if that could get slowed down, and if there's like a confirm button or something with that so you can read it before it disappears, that would make a massive difference. Warning, high velocity signature detected. Incoming artillery. IFF confirmed friendly, source, Ember, Iron Flux Company. Warlord Millout's priority channel, force connection. You overstepped, Commander. Oh, he looks like Reinhardt. That was my designated slaughter field. I needed to malform the cluster there. Our operation cycles are synchronized. You should have calculated our position. The bombardment result remains identical. It was an external factor that halted us. Your plan lacked any redundancy. My plan is based on known constants serving the war zone objective. Your rash advance is merely an accidental variable. Do not let such accidents clog the next calculation. Alright, sorry, Dad. He's about to throw me into another mission. If it is, I'm probably going to wrap it up here. No, it's a victory. So my fierce minion got destroyed, which is sad, and loads of my cohorts got destroyed, but they were all built in a lab anyway, so that's fine. Back to base. Woo! I've got a lot of money. I could probably buy some new units. But I think with that, I think we're around an hour mark already. I can already see that there is so much more in this early access version than there is of the demo, and I did actually really enjoy playing that. There's still a lot of things that I think need to change down the line, which probably will. Like I say, a lot of the player feedback will be going back to the developers and publishers, so they will get a few ideas of what to change. For me personally, being able to tab through your characters and units would be really useful, as well as the same thing with the text box coming up in battle. Outside of battle, when we're just reading before missions and after missions, that's fine, because there's like a next function for the next speech bubble, effectively. But in battle, it's just endless streams of text, very fast, and then it disappears before you can properly get context of what's going on. So if that could be tweaked slightly, that I think would be really, really useful. Generally speaking, enjoyed my time for the hour and a bit that we have played it. I hope everyone has enjoyed seeing what Deep Fringe has to offer as well. I have linked the game on Steam into the description of this video, so if you want to check it out yourself and give it a try, feel free to go and have a look over there. If anyone wants to see more of this on the channel, feel free to let me know in the comments and on my Discord below. I would not be against playing more of this. It does seem like it has a bit of legs. There just seems to be just a bit more work done in it for me to be like, oh yeah, this hits every single level, you know? But there's a lot of things I like about it so far. Once again, thanks to the developers and the publishers for sending me over a copy of the game a little bit earlier so we can check this out in early access. And we'll see if we see any more of Deep Fringe in the North. As always, if you enjoyed this episode, feel free to check out the rest of the channel. I'm sure there's more there that you'll enjoy. Feel free to subscribe and hit the notification bell. See you next time we're going out on any video in the North in the future. But let's face it, it's mainly Battle Brothers at the moment. But there'll be more to come very, very soon. And if you can't wait till then, feel free to join Northern Discord. It is linked in the description below and on the channel itself. Come have a chinwag over yonder. Ciao for now, guys and girls. Until next time.